Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this mid-month of March psychic tarot update. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in this mid-month of March and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for each sign of the zodiac for the mid-month of March. All that being said, now on to your mid-month psychic tarot update, starting with the sign of Aries. Hi, Aries. The first card you have is very likely you. You have the Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Like I said, it's probably you, but it could be some other fire sign in your life. It's like you have to do things differently. That's what comes up here. My guides are saying you have to do things differently. Now, maybe you're coming to this conclusion on your own. Or maybe the universe is going to drop some things in your lap that are going to force you to do things differently. Or, like I said, it could be of your own, your own doing. It's like you're learning a lot about your inner workings, how to control your anger, how to deal with skepticism and keep certain volatile emotions or scattered energy or, things that tend to fall in the confusing or the confusing and scattered energy or negative realms. Like you're learning about how to control it, how to deal with it, how to cope better, how to communicate better with people, use different techniques, strategies, tactics when having to deal with people or difficult people or people you've known for a long time. You may be like the idea person, because I get Knight of Wands, fire sign people are coming at you with ideas. And if they're not coming at you with the ideas, like other people in the world, you're coming at things to do with your own life and other things going on with new ideas. You could have new ideas for your own life, new plans, new strategies, new tactics, but ideas, a lot of ideas. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try that. And you'll be implementing it in your life, and you will be coming at other people with these ideas as well. So they could be potential customers, they could be bosses, friends, family, whomever. You're coming at other people with ideas as well. I get that Aries, sun, moon, and rising people are going to feel like you need to get more control, or you want more control, or you have to get things under control. There's this big issue of control. I need to get things under control. I have to get things under control. I want to get things under control, so I'm going to get things under control. Now, whether that's successful or not, I don't know. It'll be different for all of you. Some of you will succeed in getting things under control. Some of you, it may take longer than this mid-month of March timeframe. So the card you have with it is the Star, and this is spiritual blessings. It can also be an answered wish or an answered prayer, and that your spirit guides and the angels around you, the universe, hear your wishes and prayers and give you some kind of divine blessing. Some of you are going to be catching up with old friends or people you haven't seen or talked to for a long time. If you are a boss or if you have kids, you may feel like, I need to lay down the law about how this is going to go. Bam! Like if you're a manager, a supervisor, a boss, an owner, or a parent, you may feel like, you know, it's mid-month of March might have you sitting up on your high horse and like, you know, laying down the law, telling people how things are going to go and what to do. Some of you are going to come across found money. Now, this could be in a bank account you forgot about, or it could be like somebody had some money set aside for you and they forgot to give it to you and now they give it to you. If you're a March born Aries, it could be money like a birthday gift, or you go in a pair of pants that you haven't worn for a long time and you find money in pants or a pocketbook or an old wallet. You could literally find money like walking through a parking lot or in a grocery store. If you have a business or your job is selling in any way, I get you selling things very quickly. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be your home. It could be products, services, anything. Anything you're trying to sell. Maybe your own personal items. I get you selling things very quickly. It comes up here. I see you stepping into a new scenario, a new occasion, a new something, and it's going to bring a lot of benefits, blessings, and changes to your life. It's like there's some new opportunity or new situation or new something you're going to be stepping into, and it brings all this like new energy, new stuff, new things, new people, new opportunities. And this could even take an entire year to happen. You may see it start to happen, and it could happen gradually for you. It's not necessarily, that prediction is not a prediction that is just going to be for the mid-month of March and going into April. It has longer standing potential there. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Taurus. And the first card you have, Taurus, is the King of Pentacles. I got to say, in these readings, it's like a lot of people cards came up, a lot of court cards, and it's often the same element as the sign I'm reading. So interesting. You have King of Pentacles, and this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. It could be you, or it could be another earth sign. You're testing out the waters. There's something new you're testing out. It could be a diet. It could be an exercise program. It could be some healing remedies or some vitamins, minerals, or herbs you want to take. I don't know what it is, but you're definitely trying out something here. Some of you want to present yourself differently, and you may even want to write a script. So if you've been thinking of writing a script for a play or a movie, you may start doing that in the month of March or moving forward, even all the way out till May. I feel some of you, this could happen. And you could be getting involved in a training program, either as a student or as a teacher. And you could be talking to people that have governance over your town or something else, your state, your province, your town, governance over laws. You could be talking to governors, senators, mayors, town councils. You may also need to sort something out or straighten something out that was not filed properly or distributed to you properly. It could have to do with property taxes or any tax assessments. It could also be anything that is of a legal matter or has to do with health insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, health insurance, and life insurance. It could be, but a lot of it, especially things to do with papers that you got in the mail that are incorrect. It could even be bills, like medical bills, where they charged you for things you didn't actually do or get done. But I feel it's more like taxes, property taxes, tax assessments, any appraisals of your home, or, you know, things of that nature really come up here. And you talking to people of governance is to like get them to look it over and to get them to straighten it out, regardless of what direction that's going in, like to whom it's going to. Some of you may have to prepare yourself for a tax audit or some kind of evaluation at work or some kind of exam or a practical test. Like when I was in culinary school, sometimes not every test was written. We had practical tests where they reviewed our performance of work. So here with it, you have the Knight of Pentacles. And again, look, you wanted to show up in your reading, Taurus. Let's just face it. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So again, this is you, Earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, but it could be another Earth sign person you're dealing with in the mid-month of March. Some of you have to hold the door open for a family member to come back in. This could be somebody that you cut off, or they went away. Maybe they were in the military and they went far away, and you're opening the door for them to come back in. It could be an ex returning. This could be if anybody was incarcerated and they're getting released and you have to open the door back up for them. Like, it could be any scenario of somebody that was there, they went away for whatever reason, now they're coming back. I really do feel like you're giving them the benefit of the doubt for some of you. This could also you hiring somebody to help you. And it could still be the same person. It could be an old ex, an old love, a family member that went away. I feel it's the same person, that if you are starting a business, or maybe you have work around your house that needs to be done. Maybe you need painting and wallpapering or landscaping or grass cutting or, pavers to be laid or down in the ground and, or, whatever. You may be hiring this person to work for you in your home or or at a business you own. I also get like you're trying to shape things up. It could be you. It could be through cosmetic surgery, new makeup, new hair, new clothes, new exercise program or a diet. It could also be shaping up your environment. Maybe you feel like your house or condo or apartment, wherever you live, needs to be spruced up, shaped up, spruced up. That all comes up here for you in the mid-month of March. And some of you are making big plans to travel. I don't know if you're traveling in March, but you are making the plans to travel. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Gemini. Hi, Gemini. The first card you have is the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Rods. And this is a card that symbolizes being prepared and ready for battle, getting your ducks in a row, getting things organized. You could also be suspicious of someone or something in your life. It's like you're getting irritated by a lot of things. It could be clients, customers, family members, but or people online, because it boils down to what people are saying and doing, but you're getting annoyed. There's an element of of distrust, like you not trusting people. That comes up here. For some of you, it could actually be at work, in a work situation, or any clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to, or even could be family members, because it feels like like within a group of people, not like a particular person. You definitely are, the feeling is kicking up in you in the mid-month of March that you don't want people telling you what to do. Some of you may feel like this about bosses and work, and it could inspire you to own your own business. Some of you are really paying attention and watching how other things are done by other people, other businesses, other people that do similar work as you, or have started a business of some sort, and you are, you know, I get you like watching how things were done, like how they did things and how they handle their business or manage their life or what they're doing. And I feel like you are now going to do that too. You're going to use them as like a guide, like guideline, like good guidelines to follow. You may, if you own your own business, you may start to, or work for another company. I get you taking on more clients, customers, and more business comes up here. But you're going to have to be gentle with your approach and be sure to give people around you praise and positive feedback, because that old saying of you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar certainly applies to whatever your people you're dealing with, talking to, managing, supervising, whatever, in the month of March, and maybe even a few months after that as well. So the next card you have is the Five of Wands, or the Five of Rods, whichever you would like to say. And this is a card that means an internal struggle going on in you, or a struggle with coworkers, family members, could even be in any social clubs, groups, or organizations you belong to. So it could be an internal struggle, but it could be a struggle with others. It's like you have to tidy things up. You have to tie things up. You have to tighten up loose ends. It could be like if you have to file your taxes or get papers together, or it could have to do with tying up loose ends of any kind of contracts, negotiations, agreements, anything like, or even things in your environment. Like maybe you started an addition and you stopped it. Well, maybe now is the time for you to go back and tie up those loose ends, finish that addition, or finish that wallpapering job, or finish that landscaping job. It doesn't have to be work related, but tying up loose ends, it can also be relationship wise with people. If you have loose ends with people, you may want to, you know, converse with them to try to tie up loose ends. But especially in any deals or dealings, or you know, making agreements or arrangements, especially in those areas. You're going to become very bold and forthright with your objectives and your opinions. So you're going to be quite outspoken, I feel, and very strongly communicative about like what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, you know, how you're handling this situation, what the steps you're going to take. And especially if you have to make any plans like blueprints, or make any, teach any classes, or coaching anybody, or giving people direction, teaching, training, educating. You're going to be, or if you're writing a book or doing something where you have to give like step-by-step instructions, bullet points, an outline of what to do, but you're going to be very like I see you being very outspoken in this mid-month of March. You are going to have some question in your mind of, I'm not really sure how this is going over. So you may be like, this is what you're doing, and you're plowing ahead, but somewhere in your mind, you're like, was this the right choice or decision? Or I'm not sure how this is being received by others. But I'm not saying that's going to stop you. I still feel you'll be kind of outspoken in the month of March, mid-March and going forward. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Cancer. Hi, Cancer. The first card you have is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is being at peace and contentment with your life and having financial stability and abundance behind you. This could also indicate you could be enjoying the finer things of life. Some of you are going to be really focusing on money and wishing you could make more money. You may really be very firm, like you want things galvanized and put in stone. You may want contracts and ironclad agreements with people that you're doing business with or buying or selling or negotiating anything. You may want ironclad agreements that are written in stone, firm. You want things to be firm. You may also be justifying spending a lot of money. So if you have a significant other, you may be like, I had to. It makes me think of that episode of Friends where Monica bought these really, really expensive boots, and she kept justifying why she bought the boots to Chandler. And then when she wore them, they hurt her feet so bad she couldn't even stand it. Well, I'm seeing you like justifying expensive purchases to someone. It could be your spouse, your significant other. It could be to a boss, could be to a parent. I don't know to who, but I see you doing that in March or maybe moving forward in April. I see you listing like expenses. It could be if you have a business expense account and your boss requires you to submit your business expenses or give an itemized list of where you went, what you did, and what you spent. This could also be for deductions or expenses that you incurred that you want to try to get written off of your income taxes if you own your own business, or other things you could write off, because I see you itemizing things in lists. That is coming up here for you in March. I feel like you're really putting your financial picture in order, and you're thinking a lot about having to get a budget or getting your finances straightened out and in order, like cleaning up your financial situation. This could be like paying down debts, paying off bills, paying down debts, making a budget, things of that nature. So the card you have with it is the Empress, and this is a maternal figure that's either living or deceased. That could be a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, someone like a mother figure to you. The Empress can also be you. It's a card of creation. It could indicate the birth of a child or the birth of a business project, plan, or an idea. So you could be the Empress. This could be your mother or a mother figure or a birth of something. I feel like you're going to get invited to attend a gathering. And in some way, I feel it's a very special gathering. It could be a memorial service for somebody that passed. It could be like a big birthday party, like somebody's like hitting 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It could be like a retirement party. Like I feel like it could be a wedding. I don't really feel like wedding energy about it though. But getting invited to a gathering that is somewhat special. It could be for your mother or a mother figure. I feel like some of you Cancers are learning something. It could involve typing. It could be you could learning how to become a court stenographer or to do speed reading. It could be typing, like I said. This could also be learning how to well, learning is a funny word to use here, but there are things you have to learn about how to do this, like doing a podcast, doing videos for, a channel or something on the airwaves or on the internet. Like you learning that also comes up here. I feel like Cancers are making a new mark in the world by something they're doing or creating. So you could be creating a beautiful sculpture, an amazing painting, an awesome business, a great video series or a channel. Like, I don't know, but it's like something you create somehow or another has an impact and is noteworthy, where it's going to grab people's attention. And I feel it will be well received, whatever this is you create. Like it feels accepted, socially accepted. People are going to like it. So it's a good month for your creativity, Cancer. Don't waste it. Don't squander this energy. It's good for you this month. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. Hi, Leo. The first card you have is the Knight of Wands, which is very likely you. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So it could be you, but it could be another fire sign person you're dealing with in the month of March. It's like you're getting something ready. All systems go. I hear all systems go. Like there's something you're winding up to start. It could be a class. It could be a training program. It could be a video channel. It could be a new business. It's, I don't know what you're doing, but you've been winding something up, and now it's like you're announcing it like all systems go. I feel like you're going to be talking to people and communicating with people on some kind of new or different level. Some of you could put out some kind of almost like a theatrical performance. Or it could be something like you could be making your own movie. You could be writing and acting in your own play. It could be other things. It doesn't just have to be that, but performing comes up here for some of you. You're also going to be really looking at problems and fixing problems and finding solutions to things that are not working right. It could be machinery, technology, or it could be just the way something's been rolling along that has not fully been working right, like a business or something. Like you're going to be troubleshooting problems, fixing things. That comes up here strongly for you. You're going to feel very strongly about wanting people to understand where you're coming from, what your point of view is, and what your perspective, your point of view. For some reason, it's really kicking up really strongly for you that you want to really make things clear to people. I feel like you're fostering a new relationship. A new relationship is beginning or recently has begun, and you're fostering this relationship and nurturing it, fostering it, making it grow. So this is somebody that's important to you. It could be a family member. It could be, a friend. It could even be a love partner. But it's like you're nurturing a fairly new relationship here, and you're like nurturing it to make it stronger and grow. The next card in your reading is the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is a water sign person. This is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a water sign. Or if you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. This is, some of you are doing business with this person. And you could even start a business together, because I get setting up shop. So you could be starting a business of some sort. For some of you, this could be the King of Cups. They could also be somebody that's talking to you about how to upgrade or improve something. This could be your finances. This could be other things, but I get like talking to you how to improve things. It could be your money. It could be your home environment. It could even be a therapist or a counselor or a psychic or an astrologer that's trying to talk to you and tell you how you can improve like your mental state, your emotional state. You know, techniques and strategies and things you can use. But if it's not about your mental state or emotional state, it could be like talking to you about like, hey, this is how you could improve your finances. Hey, this is how you could improve your business. Like they could be talking to you about anything that you could improve. They could get on your nerves a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I don't feel like you don't like them, but some of what they're saying may like kind of rub you the wrong way or irritate you a little bit, or you could just feel annoyed by them. I feel like they're kind of like talking to you like, you have to follow the instructions. You have to follow the step-by-step instructions. And you're like, So they could be a teacher, a mentor, a professor. They could be a financial advisor. It could be also a boss or somebody that is like training you how to use a new piece of technology, equipment, machinery, or something new that's coming into a business or company you work for or own. And they're the ones that are going to say, hey, this is how you use this thing. And these are the steps you need to do. And you're like, that's what I get, Leo. So hopefully these messages made sense to you and hopefully they're of help. So now on to the sign of Virgo. Hi, Virgo. The first card you have is the Two of Wands. And this is a card that symbolizes partnership in business, partnership in romance. It could also be something you're doing or creating and putting out there into the world for people to like, buy, or, you know, scrutinize. Some of you are getting ready to take flight, my guides say, and leave home. You could be getting ready to move in with someone. You could be getting ready to take a trip. You could be getting ready to just move out and go on your own. But I get, you know, getting ready to fly here. If you do move away or take a trip, you could find yourself feeling a little homesick. Or if you move your residence from one place to another, it doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you, but, and I'm not saying you're going to have a bad time, but I do get the homesick energy about it. You're really learning to trust your gut and trust your intuition and instincts a lot more. Now, maybe you're a Virgo that always has done that. But even if you've always done it, you're going to do it more. You're going to trust yourself more. You're going to trust your gut, your intuition, and all of that more. And if you were a Virgo that didn't feel that way in the past, you're really going to feel that way starting now. Some of you are going to launch a successful business project or venture. Really, March does come up the strongest, but it could go out further in time for when you start it. Some of you could be going to visit going at a distance or taking a trip or travel to visit relatives. Some of you could be, you know, maybe it's somebody that lives on the other side of the country that you live in, or many states, cities, or provinces away from where you live. So, because I do get the energy of distance here. I don't feel like this is close for some of you. You may also feel it's necessary to sharpen or hone your skills, or intuition or instincts, but I do feel like your scales, like, so you may feel like, oh, I need to take a refresher course, or I should go back and look at my old notes from school, or things that I learned in the past, or people I listened to, or books I read in the past, or get a new course that comes available and take it. Because I get like needing to like get some kind of refresher course, or go back and refresh your memory or something you learned. You have the Two of Swords next. So look, you had 2 and 2. So the Two of Swords is a card that symbolizes a block, a stop, or a stalemate. It can also mean that you're protecting yourself from something. There's emotions tied up in the Two of Swords. So it could be a block, a stop, a stalemate. You could be protecting yourself from something. Emotions are tied up in this situation. You know, you could be getting along with somebody really, really well. But I'm not going to lie to you, because some of you, as much as I pick up, some of you are getting along really, really well with somebody, there are some of you that are going to break up with somebody. Because you may feel like your relationship, it's gone the distance. Maybe you feel like there's distance between you, and like there's nothing, it can't go any further. Some of you are going to feel that way. But conversely, other Virgos are going to feel like you're with somebody you're getting closer and closer to. So it's rather confusing. I don't like it when I get diametrically opposed messages, but I can't help it when I say what my guides say, so hopefully it makes sense to you. You could really be working behind the scenes, or working on stuff, or dealing with issues that you don't want people to know about. So if you're having like any emotional trouble or difficulties or scattered energy, or you're unhappy about the state of affairs in the world or in your life, some of you Virgos are keeping that to yourself, and you don't want to share certain things with other people. Some of you. Some of you, there could be, my guides are saying, the pitter-patter of little feet. So either you're going to have some elementals running around your house, or elves, or children. So you could be expecting a child, and a child could be born, a grandchild could be born to you. Or if you already have little children or grandchildren, they could be highly active, or they could be coming to visit and stay with you, because the pitter-patter of little feet comes up. And if you live in any woodsy areas, or if your house is very, very old, I've even seen it in a house that wasn't old, okay? These things can happen in houses that really aren't that old. It has to do with the land where your house is built, or where you're living. You could hear those kind of things in your environment, and they could be elementals, deceased spirits, ghosts, elves. Whether you believe in elves or not, that's completely up to you. I saw a show about elves the other day that kind of took me by surprise. It was rather interesting. It wasn't a, it was like somebody's experience they were talking about. So that comes up to me when I'm hearing the pitter-patter of little feet. But it could be grandchildren or children, your own children, running around or coming to visit and stay with you. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Libra. Hi, Libra. So the first card you have is the Knave of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles. And this is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is an earth sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Virgo and Libra. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. They can also be bringing messages. And if a page is bringing you a message, the Page of Pentacles is bringing you a message, it's going to be about money or things of value. I feel like you're doing research. And you could be getting involved in some kind of new training or something that you want to educate, train, or research for. It could also be for buying a home, or if you want to do home renovations, like hiring a builder or a roofer or somebody to put new windows or sidings, like siding up. You could be doing research. Maybe you need a new concrete driveway. You're calling concrete companies, getting quotes, like doing research for any reason. It could be for school, could be for work. I feel for many of you, it's about a party or a gathering or something you want to do or fix or create at your home. That's what comes up the strongest. For some of you, this is somebody giving you the dirt. They're giving you the skinny on a situation. They're telling you what's going down, what's going on. Like, kind of like gossip. Somebody's telling you what's going on. Now, it could be in your family, like, hey, this is what's going on with this family member over here. Or it could be at work or socially. It could really happen anywhere. You may look at this Page of Pentacle person, this earth sign person, in March like they're doing their duty. You may feel like they're living up to their responsibilities or obligations. This could be somebody that could be coming to you and looking for you for assistance. They may want financial help from you, or they may want emotional support, or they may want you to try to help them sort out something to solve a problem. I feel like this is okay. Like, whatever's going on here, I feel like it's like a back and forth relationship or a back and forth situation. I don't feel like it's slanted one side to the other. So the next card you have with it is the Five of Swords, and this is standing your ground, drawing a line in the sand, standing up against any gossipers, naysayers, or detractors. If there's any battles of will, you're likely to win. It's like there's things that have to be made clear to people here. There needs to be guidelines set, parameters set. So this could be at work, it could be in a club, group, or organization you belong to. It could be in your household where, like with your kids or with whomever is living in the environment, maybe you have roommates, where you're like guidelines and parameters need to be set. Maybe even schedules need to be made. Anything that's frustrating to you or lackluster in appearance, you're going to want to shake it up, fix it, improve it, make it better, and getting rid of things, even doing the old heave-ho, like stuff that like is too shabby, too shoddy. I'm seeing cobwebs. I keep seeing cobwebs, dust, cobwebs. Things that are old, things that are worn out, things that have lost their use, things that can't be refurbished or you don't want to bother doing it. Or things that are like out of date or anything in those realms or are frustrating to you. Like they're clogging up your environment or they're unnecessary. It's like you want to eradicate these things from your life. You want to get rid of them. You could be donating these things. You could be taking to dumpsters. You may be trying to sell them, but I don't even feel you want to go that far. I think this is stuff you want to get just heave-ho. Some of you aren't going to stick around to be tormented or tortured by somebody. So if you work with somebody that's a real yutz, or putz, or whatever you want to call it, like a real problem, you may be like, I can't work in this environment. Maybe you feel like they're not ever going to quit. So you may just decide, like, I can't put up with this. Could be a love partner. It could be a love relationship. Could be a friendship or a family. But somewhere where you feel like somebody's, like, getting on your nerves and, like, kind of semi-torturing you or putting you through your paces, causing you, like, you know, acrimony, problems, negative energy, things that are bothering you. you're going to want to exit those situations because you don't think that the people are ever going to change, and you don't think they're ever going to quit or leave. So you may be the one that exits. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Hey Scorpio, the first card you have is the Fool, and this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to be careful and not have your head in the clouds. You need to be grounded into reality because otherwise you could fall off the cliff. So it's a good card because it's a new journey, but you have to have your wits about you. You're starting to let go of a lot of things, and you're going to let things come to you naturally and gracefully. So like if you've been holding on to negativity or anger towards somebody or jobs or situations that you don't like, you're going to be like doing a lot of spring cleaning, letting things go, and be more open to see what the universe brings to you naturally. Some of you could host a big event or a big party, and it could have to do with work, business, or it could be like a seminar or a webinar or some kind of trade show or something like that. But it could be, you could be inviting people to your own home, like hosting something. Could be a gathering party. But for some of you, I do feel like it's either business or work related for some of you. You could really be demonstrating and showing off your talents and skills this month to clients, customers, or if you're in the theater, do any singing, performing, dancing, anything that you're good at. You could really be showing off your talents and skills. And that could even be, doesn't have to be theatrical and on a stage or singing and dancing and any of that. It could be just within your own career. You could be showing, you're really demonstrating your talents and skills very strongly. Or if you have a YouTube channel or, or somewhere else, you could be showing your talents and skills this month. You're going to be very gracious, and you're going to be a lot more accommodating to people than, I don't want to say than normal, because I think Scorpios really do tend to go out of their way for their family and people they love or their dear friends. Like I've seen a lot of Scorpios be very gracious and go out of their way, in that regard. But you seem to be extra gracious this month. And whatever you do, like you're doing it with flair, you're doing it with panache, you're doing it with style. You may even just be putting on fancier clothes or more elegant clothes or more dramatic clothes, or having like a really specific style could kick up from you this month. So the card you have with it is the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you. If you have a rising sign or a moon sign, that is an earth sign. So it could be you. You could find this person challenging this month because you could be on a mission to help them or do something for them. That could feel like a hurdle to leap, like jumping a hurdle for them. It could be a mother. It could be, or just an earth sign person that you feel like maybe they're having problems, like health problems or mental issues, like maybe they're confused. They could be struggling with dementia, Alzheimer's, or just things that are going on in their life or happening that they need to take care of could just be very confusing to them, and you may want to be of help to them. They may want you to, I feel like they want to show you something. I feel like they want to show you something because they want you to help them, or they want you to fix something. They may have trouble with technology, or paying bills. It could even be like health reasons, though, could also kick up here. They could be getting some kind of medical treatment. Because I get, like, they could have trouble with their stomach. They could be getting unsettled with their stomach, so they could be going through chemotherapy or some other type of treatment that whatever the process is or whatever they have to take or drink or get injected into them or whatever, it could make them feel sick to their stomach, or they could just be having stomach issues, could be one of their problems in March. Now, it could be you if that applies and you have a rising sign, moon sign, or even if it's your sun sign, you could be listening for any one of your 3 signs here. It could be you, this Queen of Pentacles, this Earth sign person. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hi Sagittarius. The first card you have is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is God or a high priest or pope giving you blessings or a warning. It could also be higher education or higher learning. You could be the student, you could be the teacher. Could also be about religion or spirituality. It's time to assimilate. It's time to get along with others, is what I'm hearing my guides say. And to show people by example. So be a good example for your kids or your coworkers, or if you're a manager, boss, or supervisor, whomever it is, that like be a good example, lead by example. If you had a broken heart, you need to fix it or mend it by getting like therapy or doing cord cuttings. You can look that up online. Do your research about how you can cut cords with people or heal a broken heart. You could go through traditional therapy and counseling. You could go to a shaman or some other type of healer. So some of you that have a broken heart, you may be like, oh, that was years ago. I don't have a broken heart anymore. Well, it may still be festering in your aura, and you may not realize that it is like influencing you unconsciously. And family is the most important, and family is what matters most, is what I'm hearing. So if there's any question like, do I do this or that, always put family first. Now, I'm going to say, sometimes your family can be a problem. So I'm not telling you to do that if your family is like torturous to you and you have a bad relationship with them, because I'm not going to tell you to do that. But I did tell you the message that came from my guides, that family is, anything to do with family is of importance. That comes first before other things. But again, if you don't have a good relationship with your family, just don't pay attention to that message. You may feel like, am I crazy? Am I unstable? What's wrong with me? What's going on with me? My guides are saying it's something you're eating. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't always agree with everything my guides say. I report what they say, but I don't always agree with them. It could be chocolate. Now, I don't want to agree with that, because I know there are good traits and qualities to chocolate. But maybe it's the type of chocolate you're eating. But it could be other foods. There's something you're eating that's discombobulating you somehow. The next card you have in your reading is the Devil. And this is a card that symbolizes being addicted to someone or something, or bound or attached to someone or something that's not good for you. It could also mean fears. The Devil can bring up fears. So it can be addictions. It can be fears. It can be relationships that aren't good. In some ways, Sagittarius, you're making things tough for yourself. You're probably being too hard on yourself, or you're choosing to do things in a way that is not the most direct path. You could be complicating things. You could be, you know, like, I just feel like there's some ways you're not making things easier on yourself. Some of your choices, some of your decisions, you're making things more complicated and harder on yourself. And you are also being harder on yourself than what you should be. You got to be careful. You could come across some like real nasty people in mid-March. This could be in like parking lots, supermarkets, big events, or you know, bars, restaurants, events. Could be clients or customers. I don't know, but you're going to come across some real wackadoo. But I feel like people that are nasty or mean-spirited or have like a bad agenda. Just be careful of the people around you, especially if you're in any of those situations where there's crowds of people. I would be really careful of that. If you're struggling to make ends meet, I feel like something comes in right in the nick of time and saves the day. So if you're having trouble paying a bill or affording something, it's like suddenly you get a check in the mail. Suddenly, you know, something happens where something that was held up financially for you, the floodgates open and it comes through for you. Like, something saves the day here. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. The first card you have is the Two of Swords. And this is a card that symbolizes a block, a stop, or a stalemate. You could also be being protective of yourself. And there's emotions tied up here. You could have to go through some kind of litigation. You could be going over like court documents or papers, legal papers, or anything that you have to research or look at that has a lot of fine print and details. Some of you may want to secure a loan. It could be a mortgage or a loan. Some of you could be traveling out of the country to pump up something financially for you. This could be like, you know, maybe you're doing business with somebody from another country and you need to see the factory or the headquarters or the business operation of what they have, especially if you're making any business deals. Even if it's not from another country, this could apply. You may still need to go to where you may want to see whom you're dealing with, where they operate from, what the scheme of things are going on around them. You may find the need to simplify things. It could be like documents, paperwork, anything that you're putting in writing if you're a teacher, or something in your job. You have to like write instructions, techniques, methods, instructions. If you're writing a book or if you're doing some kind of video program, you may like want to dumb things down or make things easier or simplify things for the people that are going to be watching it, listening to you, reading it, whatever it is you're creating. Like, you may be like, I got to make this easier. Or simplify something. It could be a court document, a legal paper, a contract, a bill of sale. It could be instructions for something. It could be a whole wide variety of things. And you may feel like, I'm busy. I don't want to be disturbed. You may put that do not disturb sign on your door. Like, don't call me, text me, or talk to me while I'm working on this. So the card you have with it is the High Priestess. This could be a high spirit guide coming into you for your reading, but this could also be you, where your psychic intuition, and I have to close a shade. Your psychic intuition could be at an all-time high. So this could be your psychic ability and intuition. This could also indicate that there is something that you are keeping secret or hidden. Or something could even be kept secret or hidden from you. But usually it would be you keeping something secret or hidden. I feel like you want to be more playful. You want to be more out there in the world and do things that are a more fun and yet helpful nature. Like you want to make, like, it would almost be like making learning fun. What comes up into my head is like Sesame Street. Now, I was a little too old for Sesame Street when it showed up. I think I was 8. But I still watched it anyway because, you know, back then there was like 3 channels on TV. There was no cable. And there was UHF channels, and, you know, 3, 6, 10, and 12 were the standard channels, and 12 was PBS. So I did watch Sesame Street when I was 8 or whatever. That's like around the time it came out. So that was like making learning fun. You know, the Magic School Bus and Sesame Street, and there was another show that was like to make things learning fun. That's when it all started with that. It's like you want to do that. You want to make learning fun. This could be for your kids. This could be if you're working on something. This could be if you're trying to get even important messages out to adults that don't want to hear something unless there's a quirky, funny spin to it, or it's creative or interesting. So it may not be geared towards children. It could even be geared to adults, but you could be wanting to make like learning how to do something fun or quirky or, you know, magical or fantasy oriented or, you know, mystical, magical, fun. That energy is around you a lot this month. And especially if you want to teach others, train people, write something, you know. You're going to need to learn to hold your tongue in an argument, because there could be an argument that could kick up for you, and you may want to blast this person to kingdom come with your words, and it's not in your best interest to do that. It's better for you to have a grip, get a grip on your emotions, and have control of yourself. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. The first card you have is the Knave of Chalices, or the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a water sign, or if you're born on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius. Some things are starting to unravel. And I feel like it's emotionally. It could be with you. It could be with a water sign person in your life. Remember, pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Pages can also be messengers, and this would be a person bringing in a message about emotions, love, maybe even psychic ability. It's like there's too much baggage to unpack, too much to sort out here. I feel emotionally. I feel like you're looking at them like you have to get a grip. You got to get a grip on yourself. You got to pull it together emotionally. You could feel that about one of your kids if they are water signs, sun, moon, or rising. You could be feeling that about a family member. You could be feeling like that about anybody, a friend, you know, a coworker. But it feels more likely to be yourself if you have sun, moon, or rising sign water, or one of your kids. It feels like that more strongly to me. I feel like they think there's things that you don't understand, either about them or what they're emotionally going through or what's happening in their life. This could also be somebody that wants to put themselves in a position of power. So this could be you or somebody in your life that you want to feel like you've got, you know, you or they have a handle on the situation. Like, and I'm going to make something of myself, or I'm going to make this situation happen. And there's a lot of emotional energy behind it. Like, not just a thought, it's like emotions are behind it, which when you're manifesting, it's not just saying it and thinking it and believing it. You have to be charged emotionally to make things happen as well. So the card you have with it is the Queen of Cups. So look, you had 2 water signs here. Wow, I didn't even notice that when these cards fell out for you. And the Queen of Cups is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is water. And these two could be the same people because it's both cups. Some of you have love coming to you. It is strong in the March-April timeframe. Some of you, this could come up by getting invited to some type of gathering. Or you could be doing some kind of fixing of something or healing of something, and this could come up for you. Some of you, a long-lost love could return. This could be from a previous incarnation. So they could show up now if you thought, haven't met my twin flame or my soulmate, or, or maybe maybe we have a few of them in a lifetime. Some people have one, some people have a few. This may be the time for them to show up to you now. And they would have strong water sign placement, sun, moon, or rising of water in their chart. This person could feel endearing to you. This could be somebody that wants to show you the good they have in them, the good of what they do, the good in their work, the good of what they create, the good of themselves, like with their integrity, loyalty, integrity, and that kind of energy. Some of you, this could even be a sister that could show up in your life to give you a message, or, just like communicate with you in some way. They could be going through some kind of medical issues or some kind of difficult time, or they may just want to reach out and communicate and connect with you. So some of you, this is a sister. And this could be somebody, if it's your sister or somebody that's a water sign person to you, you could also be letting them borrow something that they need. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the last but not least, the sign of Pisces. Hi Pisces, the first card you have is Justice. So this could be dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, judges, the court systems, could be dealing with mediation or any kind of legalities, but it could also just be nothing to do with legal matters. It could be a situation that was unfair or unjust, now could feel fair and just to you in March. There's some things you want to get rid of or throw out that you don't want to be associated with anymore. It could be, like your ex's stuff, or somebody that you feel hurt you or did you wrong, and you have their things, and you may be like, I got to get these things out of here. I don't want to be emotionally reminded of them. Or it could be a relationship you want to, not deal with anymore. You could be staking your claim to something that you believe belongs to you, and you're like, I'm not letting anybody take this from me. So you could be going through legal channels to stop somebody from taking something from you that you believe is rightfully yours. It could be property. It could be money, land, personal property, stocks, bonds, anything. But it could also be like a job. Like maybe you're like, I'm at this business or this company and these other people want this promotion that legitimately belongs to me, but I'm not going to let them do that. Or they may be after your job. They may be trying to take your job and you may be like, nope, this job is mine. I'm not letting anybody take it. Or if you're in some kind of bidding war or situation, like for a property, like this house is mine. I'm not going to let anybody else get it. I'm putting the bid on it and I'm going to fight because I want this house and this is the house I'm going to get. So I'm going to keep bidding on it and outbid other people, or, you know, like something you may feel is yours and you could be having a legal battle over it, or, you know, maybe it's not going to be legal and it's just you, like, you know, putting your foot down about it and stopping it, putting a stop to it. You've learned your lesson about trusting somebody. You had like they're burning something across the water from me over there in the woods. They do burn out like the little underbrush, and there's all this smoke, and it's been coming over here for hours, and now it's starting to come in my house and make my nose itch. So I'm sorry. Yeah, some of you could be like, have trusted somebody and then you're finding out you can't trust them. It could be a doctor, a lawyer, a person you know, a company, a love partner, a parent, a friend. I don't know. It'll be different for all of you. Now, the card you have with it is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes financial bankruptcy or emotionally feeling bankrupt. It could also be depression. It could also be that you actually have money available to you, but you're not noticing it, finding it, or looking in the right place for it. That's also possible here with Five of Pentacles. It's like time for you to get your ducks in a row, get your finances in order, straightening them out, getting them right. For some of you, it is dealing with justice, and like you could be having legal matters with somebody over money. You may be really worried about coverage, and it could be like health insurance coverage. It could be insurance coverage for something else, or I don't know. I'm getting worried about coverage comes up here. You may feel like I've got to maximize my earning potential now. You may be like feeling like the financial world, you know, the way the world's running, it could be putting you through your financial paces. So you may feel like I have to make more money. So you may be trying to get a promotion or a new job that pays you more money, or a part-time job, or start a business on the side, like doing those kind of activities to generate more money comes up here for you, Pisces. And if you're not implementing it in March, you're going to be thinking about it in March. You may have some money-making opportunity that comes up that you need to jump on and make the most of in March. So something could come up like some earning opportunity or earning potential for you is high this month, and it's like time to like grab onto it. Don't let it slip away from you. Don't lose it. You know, maximize it. Do what you can to secure your money. And like my guides kept saying, getting coverage, getting coverage, getting coverage. But it's like financial coverage. And you may be even talking to people that could give you some good insights how to do it. Financial advisors or debt relief programs or whatever would fit your personal situation. You may be really looking into that. Talking to bosses, talking to potential, for new jobs, talking to potential new bosses, all of that kind of thing comes up here. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't. And hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And you may want to check and see if you're still subscribed, because every now and then I get messages from people telling me they've gotten unsubscribed, or people act like, oh, your videos are on YouTube. I haven't seen you forever. I'm like, I'm always here every month, the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, the moons, the new moons, the full moons. I feel like I'm always on YouTube. So make sure you're still subscribed if you want to continue to be subscribed. Now, if you would like to get any of this special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those topics for each sign of the zodiac, you can access my most recently recorded video series by clicking on any of the links down below underneath this video in the Show More section. And sometimes people don't know what that means. If you're on your phone or even on a laptop or a computer, there's going to say the word more after the title of the video. Click on more and you'll see all the video series links down below underneath this video, and you can click on any of them and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, the most recent, and you can also get the videos by going over to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Go to theluckymermaid.com, hit that link, the videos page, and there you will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, the most recently recorded video series, I got to be honest with you, Vimeo is having some weird technical difficulty for us to upload them to Vimeo. I'm really annoyed. I've written them 3 times. They still haven't fixed it yet. I'm hoping by the time you hear this video, I'm recording it on the 12th. The video is going to be published on the 14th after my son edits it. I'm hoping these videos are on Vimeo. If they're not, I'm going to put audio links that you can download and purchase them from my website directly, probably on the videos page. But there won't be a video. It will just be audio only if I cannot get them on Vimeo, because I'm mad. I've spent a lot of time recording these videos and then they're like, let us upload like 6 and then it stops. So I don't know what's going on, but that video series will be for the solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024. Psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Come on, this is a big eclipse. These 2 eclipses, the one at the end of this month of March and the one in April, they're big and they're affecting us. Look what happened to me already. Broken wrist, sprained hand, battery went dead. That's Mercury in retrograde happening too. But lots of things are affecting people I talk to, people in my life, people I know. Big things are happening here. So if you want to see how this eclipse is going to affect you, I highly recommend watching both your sun sign and your rising sign, or just get whatever resonates with you on my YouTube videos if you just want to get one video. Also, you can get, now the rest of the videos are on Vimeo and people are buying them. I don't know what's up with this solar eclipse videos. They're not letting me get them on there for some dopey reason. But my full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024. It's happening this month, people. It's a biggie too. I heard some people act like, oh, it's not that big. I don't know. It looks big to me. It's been affecting me. You can get those full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024. Psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. Those links are available down below under this video, or you can go to my website and those links are there and they are available on Vimeo. Don't forget my Big Love readings for singles and couples for 2024. First half of the reading is for singles. Second half of the reading is for couples. And watch the whole video because there's going to be crossover. Some of the couple messages will apply to singles and vice versa. I put them in one video because you can start out at the beginning of the year single and end up as a couple, or you could start out as a couple and later on in the year become single. I can't record separate series for couples and singles. It's too much. It's too much work for my son. And your status could change. So they're in one video, and hopefully you'll decide to check them out. Also, don't forget, good grief, can't forget my psychic crystal readings for March 2024. Those readings are available. Those links are on my website, and they're down below under this video. These are like an expansion or a continuation of the psychic tarot readings I do here on YouTube every month. These are on Vimeo, and I'm only looking into the crystal. If you never checked them out before, you might want to do so. As I said, links down below or on my website. Also, don't forget the New Year's readings, the psychic crystal readings for the new year of 2024 for each sign of the zodiac, and the New Year 2024 10-card Celtic Cross tarot readings are also available. Most people get them. They are the most popular videos. But if you haven't gotten them yet, you may want to check them out. And also my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread, psychic tarot readings. Those readings are for 1 year. The predictions started in August of 2023 and go out until the end of August of 2024. So there's predictions in there that haven't played out yet. You might want to check them out if you didn't get it. There's other links down below. I'm not going to name them all, and feel free to go to my website and you can see all the video series. Many people really find these are like private readings for them. I get a lot of positive feedback, and when you purchase those Vimeo videos and get those psychic predictions and messages from my guides, you are supporting this channel. I do not do any what's that called, like partnerships with other companies and stuff. I get emails about it all the time, 3, 4 a day. And what do? I don't do that because I support my own work. And when you buy those videos, you support this channel to let me keep doing the readings and keep going with the psychic predictions and messages here from my guides on YouTube. And I'm also on Rumble. Don't forget, if you get tired of this platform or something weird happens over here, you never know, you can follow me on Rumble at the Lucky Mermaid LLC. I'm also on social media. You can follow me at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook. And I'm also on Instagram, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. And I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Lucky Mermaid. So I don't know what else to tell you. Is there any other messages I want to give you here in ending? I guess I want to say, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of the month of March, and that you get through these eclipse energies with grace, dignity, happiness, and peace, because I'm not going to lie to you, these energies are challenging. You know, some people may be having bang up great times, but a lot of people are struggling. So I definitely wish you many blessings and peace.